Alright guys, the first thing we're going to talk about is our W input and our W up scroll. You're supposed to enter your directional W input immediately after jumping, then scroll wheel W once you hit D, and finish with S. For me personally, what helps me is whenever my right hand, my right finger, slams down on down scroll to jump, I immediately press W. So those two actions coincide with each other. If you scroll wheel before your W input, your scroll wheel will input too many Ws, which will throw off your movement. Also, if you scroll wheel W at the same time as your W input will not register. A clear example of this mechanic is easier to see when you press AD or WS at the same time. Alright, next we're going to talk about tap strafing over a wall versus rad strafing over a wall. So my point as to why rad strafing over a wall is better than tap strafing over a wall is the same reason why I like Lurch strafing, and it's the same point that I brought up about Lurch strafing since the beginning, but crosshair placement, right? When we rad strafe over a wall, we're actually able to keep our crosshairs on target, versus if we tap strafe over the wall, we have to turn and look away, and then have to again reacquire our target. For one, your crosshair is off your target, so you're not able to shoot at all. And two, you can't really see what's going on, right? You can't see like where they're strafing towards, or if any enemies have popped up like since the time you've committed towards your wall bounce to get over the wall. But my main tip here is how to actually rad strafe out of a wall bounce. I got this question in my Discord and I figured I'd address it. Hitting a rad strafe off a wall bounce is very easy, and it's very similar to rad strafing on the ground. It's just with the wall bounce included, right? Once we get to the point of contact with the actual wall, it's just like rad strafing just off the ground. So as you can see, like to get on the wall and to actually hit my slide jump, I'm holding D to get onto the wall. But once I actually jump off it, I don't need to press it again or anything like that. So if you're having trouble with this one, I'm assuming you're just not attaching onto the wall correctly. And my tip to you would be to hold D or A, depending on which side you're going. Alright, now we're going to talk about how to aim while you're lurch strafing. If you saw my advanced lurch guide tutorial, or guide if you want, I give you guys all the button combinations for all the lurch tech that I do. And I also drew like little diagrams with them to show like where you go and what each input is going to give you. So you really want to treat these button combinations as if you were AD, or if you were A strafing or D strafing. It works the same way. If you're holding D to go right and your opponent is on your left side, you're going to move your mouse left. Vice versa, if you're holding A to go left and your opponent's on your right side, you're going to hold right to go right. So actually knowing the combinations that you're doing is pretty important aim-wise, or else you're not going to know or realize how you're supposed to be moving your mouse. Alright, and if you stay to the end, you guys get to see this little bonus tip on how to hit super glides more consistently and how to do a sideways super glide. To be more consistent with super gliding, every time you mantle, you're going to see your screen shake. Twice, actually. On the last shake, at the very end of the rumble, that's when you want to press spacebar and V. Again, if you do it too soon, or if you do it too late, you're of course not going to hit the super glide. If you want to hit a sideways super glide, what I like to do is whenever I mantle something, I either hold left or right, A or D, because when you're in that mantle state, you can't move anywhere, right? You're stuck in that state. So your A or D input isn't going to like make you fall off or anything like that. You can also hold WA or WD to super glide at a diagonal angle. Yeah, that's going to do it for me today, guys. I'm just exhausted, but I hope that somebody was able to find these tips helpful. Remember, if you guys ever have any questions, you can just pop up in my Discord. I have a dedicated Lurch Strafe channel for people to ask questions in, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you guys might have. But with that, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and peace.